Hey guys, so I'm back with my promised video, top 6 MMO mobile games in 2017. I'll go through my list. Make sure you guys remember that this is my list and my opinion. I'm trying to be objective about it, but this is my opinion about the games. Also, I know pay to win is a very important factor for you guys, so in the end of each game I will put down a ranking of how pay to win the game is, in my opinion, and how much paying you have to actually do to be good in that game. So I will rank it from 0 to 10 of how pay to win the game really is, and I will go through like pros and cons in each game and why I have ranked them where I actually have ranked them. And we will start from the one I have placed at 6th place and work my way all the way up to my best MMO in 2017. And it's not only games that's coming out in 2017, it's also MMOs you can still download now, which have been maybe released a year or two ago, but it's like my top MMOs for 2017. So guys, enjoy. First of all, we have Lineage 2 Revolution. So the game is coming out in 2017. It had official beta launch in some countries on App Store right now. The game looks amazing, and the very good thing about this game, which I really like, is that it's 24 classes in this game. You can have many different tanks, many different healers, mages, and rangers. And also it's going after the MMO Trinity, where you have a tank, healer, and DPS. The game looks amazing, and the character customization is really good. And for those who like MMOs, running dungeons, doing PvP, it has all of those aspects. So it has many different dungeons, such as small dungeons where you kill mobs, or bigger dungeons where you kill bosses, and you have PvP coming out, different battlefield modes and arena modes. The reason I ranked it as 6 and not higher, it's many different reasons. So first of all, the controls are really clumsy. It's not 3D, it's 2D. You can't like move around the camera. When you attack monsters, the character doesn't move. You can't move while attacking, which will make the PvP and dungeons easier, since it's really very simple and less tactic based. So that's the con of the game. It also is very influenced in paying. Like, you can pay to level up, you can pay to get gear, you can pay to get different stones for your gear. So it feels like it's gonna end up being very pay to win. The also negative thing is it doesn't have any mounts in the game yet, which they will probably add in the future. But yeah, that's my opinion on Lineage 2. Looks really good, has a lot of the MMO content you want, dungeons, arena, etc. But it has some issues regarding controls and how much pay to win you can do in this game. Also, it also includes auto battling, auto questing. For some, that's really good. For some people, they like to do the hardcore MMO grind and farm and not let the computer do what's best, or let the computer do their job. You like to grind yourself. So my ranking on this, pay to win wise, is 7 out of 10. I find it very pay to win. Like, you can pay a lot and get very far regarding your gear and leveling up and so on. 5th, we have the MMO Dragon Revolt, which is globally launched on App Store. It came out this year, also in 2017. The game is really good looking. It's based on dragons, and when you start the game you can also choose between 2 clans, which clan you can choose. And when you do world PvP and fight each other, you fight against your clans. So this also has dungeons, which all MMOs have. It also follows the Trinity, where you have a healer, DPS, and tank. You can it's not much character customization, but there is some in this game. The con about this game is the UI. It looks really old It doesn't look as appealing as other MMOs regarding the UI, which can change in the future. The also good thing about this game is you get your flying mount and mount pretty early in the game for free. The mounts look amazing in this game, and there's a lot of world PvP you can do in this game, and also the pay to win factor isn't as high as Lineage 2, for example. And again, the game looks really good, but it has some work to do. For example, in the boss fights, like, you can move the camera around, but it feels still a little sluggish. The graphics, it looks really old, like an old game, but the mounts and such, the quality on the mobs, the monsters, is really high, and there's a lot of potential for this game to become really good. So this, and I'm gonna put the rating down. My pay to win rate on this game is 3 out of 10. You will require mounts cost a lot. You can also get weapons and such, but you can also catch up by just farming and playing the game as it is. And the mounts also give stats, so that's where the pay to win part comes out, is the mounts. But in return, the mounts look really good too. At number 4, we have Order and Chaos Redemption. So the reason I have put Order and Chaos Redemption at number 4 is because this game has a lot of content. You have dungeons, world bosses, mounts, flying mounts, cards, gems, battlefield, you name it. It has so much content in this game that there's never like nothing to do. They always have something you can do in this game, which makes this game great. It's also, there is no healer in this game, so a lot is based on your singular performance. There's also no auto questing or auto battle, which makes the grind like an MMO. You have to do everything yourself, so it's really like grindy. It's more of a Guild Wars type of game than WoW. There's a lot of single player stuff you have to do in this game, like questing, solo quest for your weapon, grind your way yourself. And then there's also the team play, the dungeons, the world PvP, Guild Wars, and Battlefield you can do also. So there's a lot of stuff in this game that you can both do single-handedly when you don't have teammates, but you can also do this game with teammates, and there's like 2 separate parts of game you can play, whichever you prefer, but you also have to do both of them to be able to get everything you want. So some pieces of the game will be based on doing your single solo stuff, while other stuff you'll have to team up and do it with others. So the also thing with this game is that it has a lot of other functions that you have to grind towards or pay to win to get. So it has mounts, flying mounts, really amazing mounts, good looking mounts, but some of them you will have to pay, and it's very expensive. Like flying mounts, it costs to use flying mounts either powder in-game currency or runes, which is the pay-to-win currency. It also has cards and gems and other stuff, which makes this game really expensive to play. But it's a great game. It has a lot of content if you enjoy that. Probably the best looking MMO graphic wise on the App Store in my opinion, and the game is a couple years old. But it looks great, and my ranking for this pay to win wise is 7 out of 10. Now let's move on to the next game. So at number 3 we have Order and Chaos Online. This game is really old, I think 6 years old now. It just had its 6-year anniversary, and this game is really good, or great. You know, the reason why is that this game has so much content. A lot of people confuse this game for being really bad because of the pay to win, but and that it can't do what other new MMOs can, but they keep forgetting that this game is a very old game, but it has so much. It has over 200 mounts, a lot of character customization, over 100 different items you can customize your gear to. It has probably over 200 vanities or more which you can use. A lot of dungeons. These dungeons are really hard also. There is no red areas that marks to show what you have to do. You have to learn the tactics. The dungeons are really hard. It has arena. It has a lot of classes which you can use. and basically this game is just, it's really good, but it's lacking population, and because of the engine being very old, you won't be seeing like cool stuff such as 10-20 man dungeons and flying mounts and so on, but it has the old MMO style to it, that you have to grind for your weapon, you have to, based on luck, really hard grinding. It has a lot of stuff which you can work towards in this game: PvP gear, PvE gear, different type of sets, trinkets, vanities. It has so much to offer, but also there is of course a lot of not a lot, but there is some pay to win in this game. But if you focus on tabs, there is a tablet you can buy from the shop with in-app purchases, and this tablet will let you basically do everything in the game: dungeon, PvP, or whatever you name it, which will get you everything in the game. But also the pay to win functions in this game are items like vanities and mounts, events, and gems. These are the pay to win factors in this game, but you can keep up with the game without it getting too expensive for your wallet. But this is a really old MMO, and it's really grindy, it's really hardcore. You have to farm a lot for your legendary weapons and stuff. But this game is really good for being 6 years old. It has a lot of content, character customization, dungeons, you name it, it has everything. Just not as visually appealing as the newer games such as flying mounts and such, but it has its own kind of style to it, which is just really great about this game. Now let's move on to the next. At number 2 we have Taichi Panda. So this game is coming out this year, I think, in English. It's only out in Chinese right now, in Chinese app stores if you want to check it out. And I haven't played it too much, but I have played it some, and I have heard a lot of good things about it, and I tried it out myself. And the reason I have placed it at number 2 is because this game has so much potential to be so good. It has a lot of, like, it has arena, just at the global launch it has arena, 3v3, 1v1, 12v12 I think. It has dungeons. You have a lot of different classes and a lot of different customizations. You can become, there's also 2 clans, so you can become a panda, I think, or a tiger race. And there's so much to do in this game. You can run dungeons, you can get mounts, collect mounts and stuff, you can do arena, and it's just really fun playing this game, and the visuals are really nice looking. So this game, I think, has so much potential to be really good, and I haven't even checked out the whole game. I haven't been able to level up to the max because it is in Chinese right now, but once it comes in English I'll play it some more and I'll be able to give a better review of it. But so far the game is really good. It doesn't seem too pay to win. You get your mounts, you get your flying mounts early. There isn't a lot of different pay to win factors in this game yet. But it looks really good, and if you want to check it out you should. And once it comes in the English version I will review it some more. But right now I have placed that at number 2 because as much as I played it right now, it looks really good, and it has a lot of content. Also, it's a really new game, so it will be able to push limits like other games can't. So now let's move on. I know you guys been waiting for the rank 1 game. Also, this game I'm gonna give this pay to win rate a 5 out of 10. Now let's go to the next. So at number 1, the best game MMO to play on mobile in 2017, in my opinion, is Crusaders of Light, also known as Land of Glory. This game is really good. Like, it has its faults, such as it's lacking character customization and such, but content wise this game is the best. Already at the release, the global launch is gonna be in a couple weeks, but already at the launch it has so much content. You have huge you can make huge parties with so many members. It is really based on being able to be in a guild and play with friends. and it's like really an online game which you have to get people together to play. It has 40-man raids, which is insane. You have 10-man dungeons, 15-man dungeons, 30-man dungeons. You have 15v15 battlefield, 40v40 battlefield. You have 3v3, 5v5 arena. Like, this game has so much content already, and all the dungeons are really challenging. And the best part about this game is the classes are so balanced. Like, all the classes, no matter which spec you take, all the classes are really balanced in most aspects of this game, which is really good. Because in MMOs, class balancing is probably the most difficult thing to do, but they've done a really good job in it, in doing this, and the game just has basically everything you can ask for. Hard dungeons, very difficult, good class balancing, a lot of different type of arena. The thing it's lacking is character customization. If you like that your character looks different and pretty, this is not the good perfect game, but will come in the future. Most likely that you'll be able to customize your own character, but content wise, like playing an MMO, it has a lot. Also, it also has other limitations which they probably will remove in the future, of what I've heard. Like in arena, it's only based on specific times, but they will change that in the future. I heard rumors about that. Also, dungeons, you can only do certain amount of raids and dungeons in a week, which is also limited, but except from that, it has everything you could ask for. My main game is going to be playing Crusaders of Light once it globally launches, and honestly, it's probably the best MMO in 2017 right now on the mobile market. You can also, it's also cross-platform, so you can play with your Android friends and your iOS friends and your PC friends. Like, everyone can join and play this game together, which is great. And it's just a massive game, and it has so much potential to be so much better. Like, it has really cool mounts and such. So I hope you guys enjoyed my top 6 list. Let me know, what are your guys' top 6 MMO list? Which game do you think is the best? And again, guys, thanks so much for watching, and tune in for more MMO videos.